Ah shit, here we go again. Welcome back to Grand Theft Audio Brackets, my show where I take every single radio station across the entire video game series Grand Theft Auto, take every single song on those radio stations, pit them against each other in a March Madness style bracket, and have you, the viewer, vote on your favorites. If you're just now joining us, we have been going through K-DST, the classic rock station, on the 2004 game San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and we are at our Elite 8 right now. We have seen 8 songs pitted up in 2 versus 2 matchups, spanning all of classic rock from the 70s through the early 90s. And let's get right into it and see what all you voted on this last round. Last round we've got 49 votes, which is the highest so far for this particular contest. Our very first matchup, we saw our first seeded song, A Horse with No Name by America, against our number 9 seeded song, Barracuda by Heart. And this was a pretty clear blowout. We saw Heart with 41 of the votes compared to America with only 8 votes. So Heart will be going on to one of the 2 matchups in the next round. Our second matchup, we saw our 4th seed overall, Some Kind of Wonderful by Grand Funk Railroad, up against our number 5 seed overall, Hold the Line by Toto. If you're just now joining us, I've chosen which ones are seeded what, based upon things like chart performance at the time they came out, so which is why these 2 ended up against each other. But this also was a pretty clear blowout. We saw pretty much the exact same vote spread here. In this case, Toto got 41 of the votes, while Grand Funk Railroad only got 8 of the votes. So next round we will see a matchup of Barracuda by Heart versus Hold the Line by Toto, our number 9 seed versus our number 5 seed. Our third matchup this round, we saw our number 2 seed, Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, versus our number 10 seed, Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And this was, I mean, if the last round was a blowout, this one was an even clearer example of that. We saw only 2 votes for Lynyrd Skynyrd, which meant that Tom Petty got 47 of the votes overall. Pretty clear victory. And finally, our last matchup, we saw our number 14 seed, White Wedding by Billy Idol, versus our number 11 seed, Slow Ride by Foghat. Again, also a pretty clear blowout, although not quite as bad as the last one. Foghat at least managed to get 4 votes instead of just 2. But still, Billy Idol carries it with 45 of the votes, which means that next round we will see Running Down a Dream versus White Wedding. And then the winners of each of those 2 matchups will go on to face each other in our final matchup. If you've been with us so far, just so you know, I'm going through every single game, not necessarily in the order of when they came out. I just kind of pick out radio stations at random from each one of these games. But if there is a radio station which you would like to see me cover, or even just a game you want me to pick a radio station from, please let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm going to put the ballot for the next round in the comments, and since there's only really 4 songs to go off of this time, I'm going to keep this round up for a little less than a week this time, I think. I'll keep it up until next Wednesday, which is the 17th. The holiday's coming up. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to dedicate to this, but I can at least record another video and include another ballot, I think, by that time. And then time permitting, for the last holiday week, I'll do a final round and announce which radio station the next one is going to be over the break. Probably give a little more time for that, considering everybody else has got other things to do rather than vote on this very silly exercise of mine. But, you know, what can I say? There's no accounting for taste. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Stay safe out there, stay warm out there, and I'll catch you next time.